Good morning and welcome back to the Daily Grind. I'm your host Chump Change. This is live recorded and we're gonna go over some crypto news. Man, I woke up to KASPA over almost 14 cents. It was almost at 14 cents. It was over 13 and a half. I was completely stunned. So yeah, man, this FOMO is getting real, but KASPA does have good utility, and we're gonna just kind of go over a few things. I want to look at a trader actually had a video put out where he just kind of goes over the chart and stuff. So I want to make sure that you guys are risk managing yourselves, as well as, you know, obviously appreciating the gains that you may have earned. It's kind of crazy. Did it go over 14 cents? All right, I guess we're gonna look at it. Mr. Andrew Masad, appreciate you, buddy, in the chat. Let's see who's here, and then we'll get into this. We're also gonna be talking about the ETF approvals. There is a higher I guess what's the word I'm looking for? I can't even think about it. Hold on, give me 1 second. I'm like completely drawing a blank. Just the approval rates have gone up. Like the rate of it actually coming to fruition has actually gone up. So we're gonna be talking about that with Cathie Wood over on Yahoo Finance, and then my man Mr. Austin over at Altcoin Daily, obviously. But let's see who's here. Mr. Hereby Service, good to see you. We have David 306 Miner, Crypto 440. Hey, Crypto 440, actually, sorry to harass you in my live stream, but Geek of All Trades needs you to hit him back up. He messaged you about a GPU because he needs it fixed, or he needs you to see if you could fix it. Nerd Beast, what's up, buddy? Nick K, good to see you. Andrew Masad, like I already said. Chris Hanley, Jason Hamilton, good to see you. The Pirate, we have Steven Cicero, Patrick Murphy, Sloth Squatch, Broskies, what's up, buddy? Good morning, good to see you. Automatic Beats, my man. We have Magic Lucky, Tim I Am Crypto, Kyle Rosa. Guys, if the music is too loud, let me know in the chat. All right, let's get into this, guys, and we'll see yeah, what's the market looking like today. We are over here looking at 37,000 Bitcoin. Hell yeah, shout out to Bitcoin and all of you guys that are holding. That is amazing. We have, as you can see, Ethereum 2039, which is good. It's been holding over 2000 for quite some time. Dogecoin is almost 8 cents. We have AVAX at $22, up 16.57%. Solana was up 11% as of yesterday, but it's over $62 today. We have KASPA, the good old green KASPA. Look at this, 24.28% up on the day. This is 13.3 right now. Last night I was contemplating on swapping some back into USDC because I was so nervous this thing was going up too fast. And then I wake up and it's like, you know, almost 14 cents, or apparently it went over 14 cents. So let's check out Crypto Bubbles over here. This is on the week. This is 50% up. KASPA is on the week, 50.6. That's insane. Solana's up 34.7. We have the FTT token that is up 45. TIA, which is Celestia, I believe. Yes, up 125%. We have 40. I don't know what this is. 69.6. Render's up 30%. AVAX is up 65.2. And the week's not even over yet. This is crazy. KASPA on the day alone, 24.1%. We have Render 30.5. And everything else is just pretty much, yeah, whatever. Dogecoin, as you can see, I can't tell, 6.7% up, almost 8 cents. Pretty good. All right, let's check out the Fear and Greed Index. Apologize for blinding you guys right here. We're at 70% greed as of right now. So it jumped from 60 to 70. If this doesn't show you these actual giant jumps in the last, like, every other day is like, it's not really stagnant anymore, which is a good thing. It's kind of actually moving the needle, right? So if this doesn't show you the bear market's almost over, I don't know what else will. But 70% again, guys, once this thing starts getting upwards of 80 and 90, and just please be wary, make sure you guys take profits and don't lose out. It would be nice if I actually put my ticker on today. All right, let's see, what are we looking at for the top 10 cryptocurrencies by market cap? We have Bitcoin, Ethereum, Tether, BNB, XRP, Solana, USDC, Lido Staked Ether, Cardano, and Dogecoin. Let's scroll down a bit. We're gonna look at Litecoin is in 17th. Shiba is in 19th. Some reason people are really calling for Shiba to pump, and I don't know if I see that, but who knows? Who knows? We've seen worse, right? Or we've seen things happen before with Dogecoin. So, you know, it's not out of the realm of possibilities. We have what's it called? Bitcoin Cash in 21st. And the biggest thing I wanted to bring up, look at this. KASPA is in 28th place with a market cap of $2.8 billion. That is insane. It is going to flip Monero This thing is going to climb the charts. How long, you know, I should put a poll in the chat, but why don't you guys let me know what you think? Just put it in the chat. What do you think, KASPA? How long does it take for KASPA to actually reach its top 10 coins? It's wild to see how much growth this actual coin has had. And dude, I found this guy on Twitter. We'll go over it in a second, but you know what? I'll just show you now. I'll just show you now. In theory, this makes sense. In theory, this makes sense. It just says hodl. Tell me that's not the best image you guys have ever seen in your life. That's the best. I died. I laughed so hard to myself like an idiot making coffee this morning. It was great. All right, let's get into crypto mining and talk about miners over here. We're looking like the WinMiner K9 is still on the top of the charts at $295 a day. Again, this is at 10 cents per kilowatt hour, so make sure you guys, you know, you got to adjust it for your rate right here at the top. You can change these numbers, but I just kind of go over whatever it's set at. I guess this used to be the national average, but it is no longer. As you guys know, it's mostly like 17 cents or so. We have the Bitmain KS3 9.4 terahash second at $268. The Bitmain KS3 8.3 terahash at $236 a day. And you know what's most surprising to me about this entire thing? You know what, when KASPA, I gotta be honest, when KASPA was like, you know, the talk of the town, the biggest, like, you know, it's all coming up, all these new miners are coming out. I can't be the only one that was like, man, we're gonna see another Cadena, like another KA3. It's gonna come out, it's gonna be completely awesome until they all ship, and then everything's gonna go to total shit. And this is the happiest I've been about being wrong, I think, ever in my life. it's true. It's like I've never seen anything like this. It's wild. But I mean, I haven't been in the game as long as these big guys, so it is what it is. Ice River KS3, we have 8 terahashes even. It is $227 a day. It is still impressive how much these KS1s and KS2s make. KS2 is making $55.99 a day, and the KS1 is making $28 a day. Let's scroll down quick and give a little shout out to Jingle Mining. X16Q over here, we're making $4.97 a day mining ETH, W, and ZIL. And to be honest, you know, I have the heaters, or the ASIC miners running as heaters in my house, right? The X16Q, the X4Q, and the X41U that I modded. I have them all going to unMineable and auto converting right to KASPA. I've been doing that for weeks, so totally worth it to me. I'm just mining ETC on them and going right to KASPA. So let me know if you guys are doing the same thing. I think it's a pretty good idea anyways, but to each his own. All right, let's scroll down a little bit. Let's just see. I want to see what you guys are saying in the chat. Sell, says Joker Miner. Joke, I don't know, man. I don't know. This is kind of this kind of tells you just to hold it. I don't know if I could take that advice. I'm sick of your shitty advice in my chat. You cut that out right now. Mr. Luke. Oh, I missed a super chat, guys. Appreciate you very much. Mr. Rob Mines, $5 super chat. He said, fellow future millionaires club here. We are all here. Appreciate you, buddy. Thank you so much for the $5 super chat. All right. The X41U is making on Octaspace still the best to mine, 68 cents a day. Again, this is only a 10 cents kilowatt hour, so I'm definitely losing out on that one. The Jasminer X4Q is making $1.63 a day. It is, yeah, Octaspace again. You know what? I gotta go to Ice River. Let's see. IceRiver.io. I want to check out the prices of these KASPA miners now that this price is pumping. I wish I kind of did. Actually, I kind of did do this yesterday, but this is not gonna work. Hello. Bear with me. I don't know what's going on. Brave browser's not having it right now. Well, I guess we're gonna have to skip. We're gonna have to skip this because that's not gonna work. That is not gonna work. It is just. All right. Oh, we're gonna move on. F it. This so this guy right here. I had to bring this up. So again, this is the same guy that posted this or had this on his channel. So I'm scrolling through. I watched a video this morning, and it was a very a decent video talking about KASPA, right? And he shows this clip, which is like comparison from Visa to KASPA, like how fast transactions are. It says real quick, a thread for merchants and buyers on unfamiliar realm of payment processing. Most are unaware that credit card payments are divided into 2 parts: payment authorization and actual transfer of value. and this is like a 39-second clip. I haven't watched it fully yet, but I did see it quick, and I went and searched for it. So let me just turn that down, because I don't think you need to hear anything. But look at this. So processing payment right here. Please wait, don't remove card. It's kind of cool. He's got the timer. So MasterCard versus KASPA right now. $12.99. So he types in all his shit and he's gonna start the timer. And let's see how fast it is. Let's see. So this is the my number one reason why KASPA is so awesome, because it's just so fast. What the hell? What did it come out to? Hold on. What was it? 770. 7 seconds, almost 8 seconds, and the other one took 13, just about. That is crazy fast. Crazy fast. So shout out to KASPA for being amazing. And then this I just had to play this to you guys. There's no way I couldn't play this, so I apologize for the foul language, but this is great. This is deep fake stuff right here at its finest.
If may, Mr. Chairman, I'd like to ask Mr. Changpeng Zhao about one of his recent transactions. Mr. Zhao, on the 27th of July, you sold 1 million BNB tokens. Can you clarify what those funds were spent on?
Yes, absolutely, sir. Those funds were transferred into Ethereum and then were used to purchase an absolute gigabag of KASPA. Because it's time to fucking go.
Let's fucking go.
Let's fucking go.
It's time to go, Chad.
I completely and utterly agree that it's time to fucking go.
I don't care if it's the weekend, it's time to fucking go.
Friday, Saturday, Sunday, it's time to fucking go.
I can confirm that KASPA is not a security, so let's fucking go.
Hold those bags to the moon, Chads, because it's time to fucking go.
tell me how great.
I mean, it's not rocket science. It's clearly time to fucking go.
Definitely the best video I've seen in a while. It was great. So shout out to this guy if you guys want to follow him. I'll put this link in the live chat because it was great. It was great. But yeah, so this guy he has a lot of good stuff on his channel. Actually, this was way back in August. Actually, I had to scroll for a bit to find a lot of these, but yeah, this one I was literally dying on both of those this morning. And then I was mainly looking for this. This happened in June, so I had to scroll past all that stuff I saw prior. I didn't get to go too deep into it, but nonetheless is what it is. All right, guys, let's get into this. So we're gonna start talking about some news stuff. Actually, you know what? It's kind of more like mining, I guess. Mining and news. We're gonna leave both those highlighted. How about that? All right, so we're gonna go. This is the KASPA price news today, technical analysis and Elliott wave analysis and price prediction from More Crypto Online. You know what? I'm not subscribed to him. What a dick. I see this guy's videos every day. All right, I am going to play this. We're going to kind of just see what he has to say about it and then go from there, guys. Obviously stressing the fact that everybody kind of, mitigates your risks when it comes to like taking profits and not putting too much in. Don't risk more than you can afford to lose type stuff. So just listen to what he has to say. It's kind of, I guess, a bit important, So I'm not a trader, so I like to, just watch this stuff. It's good to know. Disclaimer, obviously. Can't.
Hello and welcome to another update video about KASPA. So, couple of weeks ago, or no, it was a week ago, I issued a signal to the gold members and highlighted 11.2 cents as the next target, which we have now reached. So it's time to update because we have arrived at the target. So I've added a micro count for KASPA, but those price moves at the moment shouldn't really be necessarily a surprise, given that already in the last video I also shared with you here the white wave count, which is basically an A, B, C structure in which the price can reach 36 cents, no problem, possibly even higher. Now we need to be careful not to, shout.
So he's calling it, so 36 cents. It could go there, no problem. Obviously, we're going to have pullbacks in between, but the most impressive thing for me is the next wave that he does, and it actually went right up to the 13-cent mark, which was, it kind of like opened my eyes, like, holy shit, these things might not be just fake.
Unrealistic prices, but this is a realistic projection. Now, it will likely not be reached in a straight line, even though it could. Sometimes, when the market goes crazy, things like that are possible. But I just want to give you an idea of what's possible. It might take a bit of time. It will not be easy, necessarily. But in the white wave count, if this is an ABC structure, the 36-cent level is definitely a realistic target. Can always extend a bit further, but we take it level by level with altcoins. There's no point I give you moon targets, right? And everybody, bets everything on it. without any focus on risk management. You need to remember my focus is always on risk management. We have a responsibility here on YouTube, and you know, you can of course do what you want, but you will never hear me shout the highest possible targets. It just doesn't make sense. So, but yeah, in the white wave count, I mean 36 cents would actually be the minimum expectation in the white count. Now there is the yellow count as well, which suggests we are now in the wave 5 of a diagonal pattern. And in this scenario, we are in the wave 5, which is an ABC structure if it's a diagonal. We're basically within that ABC structure in the C wave, which you can see here on the screen, started down here on the 30th of August. We had a wave 1 to the upside, a wave 2 to the downside. That was one of our support areas. I did explain to you back then we had an ascending triangle, possible breakout preparation pattern, broke up and reached our next targets, okay? So the question is now, where are we? So we have 5 waves up, which looks like a third wave. So that's fine. This 5th wave in a third isn't necessarily finished, but what we can do is we can track the 50% retracement of that third wave, and we can add a support box in case we get a pullback in wave 4.
So this is one of my major concerns, right? Last night before I went to bed, I was like, shit, I need to swap some KASPA out to USDC because I have a feeling I'm going to wake up, it's going to be down. Obviously, thank God I didn't, and thank God I was wrong. but nothing can consistently go up forever, and that's kind of what I was trying to look for in this video. Where are the retracement levels? Like, how deep is it going to go? Do you know what I mean? That's always in the back of my brain. Obviously, you guys want to take as much out as you can and again mitigate risk and not, you know, don't risk your whole bag.
So,
my opinion,
and I measure it against the latest high. And now we are adding a support box. Now this will shift with the price, okay? We keep the charts up to date in the membership. So if you are a member, you get access to these live charts. But this would be the pullback zone for wave 4. Now, again, I have no indication that wave 3 is topped. So it might be that we go a little higher, then I have to move up the support box. Bottom line is that a first indication that this rally is over, or at least that this wave 5 in 3 has topped, will be a break below the last low. So actually already if we get into this 9.2 cent level, yeah, to the 9.2 cent level, that's the 23.6 Fib level. Then we've got 7.8 cents, which is the ideal target, which is in line with that previous swing low. And then below 6.9 cents, yeah, I mean, that is probably when it starts to break down, we have to say. Because that's the 50% retracement of that entire move up, yeah? The third wave, basically.
So do you guys think we'll see that 50% retracement? I wonder, actually, just kind of looking back at the chart. I mean, it does have some sort of a big old dip. I wish I could scroll over, but I can't.
So we are then watching for that 4th wave at some point, but again, there's no indication it's topped. So we can zoom in a minute, take a look at the microstructure if we can recognize something. If we get that 4th wave, and it might be shallow, then afterwards we should still get a 5th wave. And it seems like that even in the yellow count, we can...
The 5th wave sounds nice.
...then push higher. Obviously, not even the 3rd is finished. If it is, after the 4th, we get a 5th. It can take us to the next levels, which I've put on the chart as 14.5 cents. 16.4, yeah. So that's sort of, they are the next levels. We always have to take it level by level with these altcoins, yeah. So looking at that, and yeah, let's take a look at the microstructure. Let's go to the 4-hour chart. Problem, you already see it. There isn't much structure in this latest move. Okay, so that really doesn't give me enough to work with. I mean, I might say, okay, maybe we.
Hold on, I'm gonna scroll back like 2 seconds right here. This is the thing that makes me nervous. This big ass dip, because I mean, things can't go up forever consistently, right? I mean, you would like to think so, but it's gonna be very hard.
I might say, okay, maybe we had a wave 1, a wave 2. That's how it looks. A small 1-2 setup. This could be a 3rd, maybe here the 4th, and one more push to finish off this 5th of a 3rd. So. But yeah, I mean, this is really micro structure. To give you an idea here, when this is probably starting to fail really on the micro level, we would have to look at the 9.6 cent level. So that would just be the earliest indication that here on this time frame, the rally is likely finishing. 9.6 cents, early indication. And then we can start to watch for this larger wave 4 retracement, which might take, which might take, where are we here?
Do you guys believe there's a science to this or what?
Correction, yeah. So we just want to have it in line.
Or do you think this is all like luck based? Let me know. I mean, I know the 50% retracements make sense. Some of the stuff though is like hard to follow, I guess.
Roughly with the length of wave 2 to have a healthy and reliable wave 4. Really, that's everything I can tell you right now about KASPA. So I hope you like the update. If you
shout out to this guy for the charting stuff. If you guys are interested in him, again, it's more crypto online, I believe is his channel. I have a link in the description below. Again, I just wanted to see what the actual chart looked like overall. I do have Market Cipher. I should just freaking open up my own chart, but whatever is what it is. Let's see what the all-time high hit. It says over in CoinGecko, it only says 13.8, but it is clearly over 14 cents. Wait, what? Is it 14 cents right now? Get out of here. Oh my God, it is. It's 14 cents. Holy shit. Congrats, people. Congrats. Just in case you can't see it. 14. Holy hell. It's been a good day. It's been a good morning. Again, if you guys are all just joining, I think I should play this for everybody that may have just joined.
If may, Mr. Chairman, I'd like to ask Mr. Changpeng Zhao about one of his recent transactions. Mr. Zhao, on the 27th of July, you sold 1 million BNB tokens. Can you clarify what those funds were spent on?
Yes, absolutely, sir. Those funds were transferred into Ethereum and then were used to purchase an absolute gigabag of KASPA. Because it's time to fucking go.
Let's fucking go.
Let's fucking go.
It's time to go, Chad.
I completely and utterly agree that it's time to fucking go.
I don't care if it's the weekend, it's time to fucking go.
Friday, Saturday, Sunday, it's time to fucking go.
I can confirm that KASPA is not a security, so let's fucking go.
Hold those bags to the moon, Chads, because it's time to fucking go.
Hold those bag.
I mean, it's not rocket science. It's clearly time to fucking go.
It's clearly time. Clearly time. All right, let's see. Let's get into this. Let's watch some news stuff. All right, real news stuff now. We have CNBC. Solana rallies 11% amid broader altcoin rally. We're going to hear a little bit from them over here, and you perverts better slow down because I saw that lady that you liked yesterday at the end, so let's do it.
Today, Bitcoin prices recover from overnight declines. Singapore's central bank teams up with financial giants to test tokenization, and Rick Edelman, founder of the Digital Assets Council of Financial Professionals, weighs in on what's driving crypto prices right now.
That guy had another video on there too. I'm going to try to find it.
Welcome to CNBC's Crypto World. I'm Cathie. Digital currencies bouncing back from a sell-off overnight. By noon Eastern, Bitcoin traded above $36,000 again, while Ether traded above $2,000. Solana, meanwhile, jumped to $62. Okay, let's talk about the top stories. Singapore's central bank is teaming up with major financial institutions to test tokenization. The Monetary Authority of Singapore announced on Wednesday that it's partnering with Citi, T. Rowe Price, and Fidelity to price and execute bilateral digital asset trades efficiently. BNY Mellon will test cross-border foreign exchange payments, and JP Morgan will collaborate on the use of digital assets to streamline investment and management of alternative assets.
All right, sorry, we don't care about JP Morgan, but hold on. I totally forgot to mention this. This is why I went to this guy's channel to begin with. Da Vinci, this guy that invested in Bitcoin way long ago, as you guys know, he's got like a lot of money. A lot of money. This is something that I wanted to show you guys. He actually joined KASPA, or he retweeted something about KASPA, and he kind of comes out and just talks about it for a second. Let me play this. I'm sorry that I cut off CNBC Crypto World, but I had to.
So Eunice Wong asked me, hey, Da Vinci, did you just tweet about KASPA? Yeah, I did. And the reason why is because I'm joined their Telegram group and I want to prove that it was actually me. Because, you know, there's no real way to prove, you know, it's actually you in, you know, these different groups that you join and sign up for. You know, there's got to be a better way of doing this. I hope that one day in the future that we come up with a better solution for identification.
Yeah, I totally agree. There's got to be a better way. I totally forgot. That's the main reason I went to this guy's channel, and I didn't even put the link in my description. So I'll add that once I'm done with this. But yeah, I'm still looking. There was another video I wanted to show you guys that was pretty funny. But all right, let's continue CNBC Crypto World. And I do have a link. Someone just asked, where'd you guys buy your KS0? Up in the pinned comment, I have a link for 5% off Ice River. It is an affiliate link, so full transparency, but they It was like under $500. Somebody ordered one the other day and they got it for under $500, like shipped to your door. So that was with PSU and everything. So pretty good deal, at least in my opinion. You guys do what you want.
In total, 17 financial institutions are a part of the program, and it's yet another example of the financial industry dipping its toe into tokenization once again. Next, blockchain.com just raised $110 million in new financing. The crypto platform announced the Series E funding round on Tuesday, which was led by Kingsway Capital and includes Coinbase Ventures. Now, Bloomberg reports that the funding round also cut the company's valuation way down from its peak of $14 billion in 2022. Blockchain.com was started all the way back in 2011 and says it has more than 40 million verified users. Last, the National Hockey League is diving into the world of NFTs. The league, the Players Association, and the Alumni Association announced on Wednesday that they're partnering with NFT platform Suite to offer a digital collectibles service called NHL Breakaway. Fans can collect and trade digital collectibles and earn rewards, and the NHL is joining the NBA and NFL and other pro sports that have launched NFT collections. Of course, interest in NFTs has declined from its peak in 2021 and 2022.
I can't stand NFTs,
All right, back
man.
to markets for our main story. Crypto's recent rally comes amid all the crypto ETF hype. Crypto World's Talia Kaplan spoke with Rick Edelman, founder of the Digital Assets Council of Financial Professionals, about whether those ETFs are already priced into markets. He also provides his outlook as it pertains to all those applications for spot Bitcoin and Ether ETFs.
Real quick, before we get into that, I found that other video. I forget what it says, but I want to see. Totally forget. Let's play this real quick.
First, KASPA is not security, and second, KASPA is criminally undervalued. Therefore, I will send it straight to the fucking moon.
This guy has so much funny shit on his Twitter. It's hysterical. All right. Again, if you guys didn't see the Da Vinci thing, that was the whole point of me actually going to his channel. Hold on. Where is it again? Scroll out of this. He has a lot of shit about KASPA, but yeah, it was way up here. Again, Mr. Da Vinci himself did tweet and talk about KASPA, which is pretty cool. He's in like one of the Telegram groups, so I'm wondering how bullish that is going to make KASPA as like a catalyst, you know? Kind of neat. What the hell? Oh, I pulled the whole thing over. Weird. All right, let's continue this and see what this guy's got to say about the ETFs. And crypto KJ, slow your roll right now, all right? No, don't be a pervert.
This month, Ether topped the key $2,000 level for the first time since April, and Bitcoin reached an 18-month high after BlackRock took initial steps toward filing for a spot Ether ETF. What do you think was behind the recent rally, and what's driving the latest crypto action?
Well, everybody is excited that we're beginning to see really serious levels of institutional engagement in the field of blockchain and digital assets. This was most notably observed when BlackRock filed its application this past summer to launch a spot Bitcoin ETF. Shortly after BlackRock filed its application, 8 other companies did the same, including Fidelity and Global X and Franklin Templeton. Some of the largest players, as well as Wisdom Tree and Van Eck, all did the same, with the attitude that since BlackRock is playing, it looks like the SEC will take a different tone. So there's been a lot of excitement about this. With all of that activity, it caused the price of Bitcoin to rise dramatically. Bitcoin was hovering around 25,000, is now, as you said, hitting 37,000. So it's reflective of the fact that Larry Fink, the CEO of BlackRock, has called Bitcoin transformational, that it is going to revolutionize global commerce as we know it. When Larry Fink says something like that, you kind of have to pay attention.
And there's certainly a lot of hype surrounding crypto ETFs right now. At least 9 asset management firms, as you noted, including BlackRock, Wisdom Tree, and Valkyrie, are waiting for SEC approval to issue a spot Bitcoin ETF. This week, Cathie Wood's ARK Invest launched 5 new digital asset ETF products in partnership with 21 Shares. So what are the implications of these developments for crypto?
It's very bullish. Bitcoin and crypto in general has been in what we've called the crypto winter for the past 2 years. After hitting its high 2 years ago, Bitcoin fell from 60,000 all the way down to 15,000. And a lot of people have lamented that this technological innovation was nothing more than a fad. At the same time, during this period, we had massive amounts of fraud and scams. We had a lot of collapses of crypto companies, Terra Luna, Sierra, and many others, and of course, culminating in FTX. with Sam Bankman-Fried being arrested and now convicted on every count charged. He faces more than 100 years in prison.
7 counts.
Proving to be
7 counts, 20 years per count.
The Bernie
Crazy.
Madoff of crypto. So in all of this environment, there was a lot of negativity and a lot of despondent attitude. But along come now, over the past couple of years, we're seeing that major Wall Street firms are engaging in new spectacular ways. JP Morgan, for example, has launched its own blockchain called the JPM coin. They are now settling $1 billion of transactions a day of cross-border currency settlements. Citi has its own Citi coin. Visa is now working with a stablecoin provider in assisting it in transferring transactions on a global basis at a much rapid pace using the secure nature of blockchain technology. We're seeing incredible amounts of engagement by not only Wall Street firms, but also Fortune 500 companies. Starbucks is using blockchain technology in the delivery of its loyalty rewards programs. When they want to offer you a coupon for a free cup of coffee, they're sending you an NFT in order to do it. The Norwegian Seafood Association, Breitling, the luxury watch manufacturer, and Parmigiano Reggiano, one of the largest manufacturers of cheese in Italy. All of those organizations are using blockchain technology to thwart counterfeiting and fraud by marking all of their products with an NFT so that you can trace the source of the product, the legitimacy of the product. In the case of Breitling, you can track the provenance and the entire repair and maintenance history of the watches, helping you gain confidence that you're buying something legitimate, real, and in good order. So you've got a disparate array of companies that are using this technology. It's still in its infancy, but we're beginning to see indications of real-world uses. And some companies are making a lot of money at this. Nike last year earned $200 million selling NFTs of its athletic shoes.
What? Did they really? You guys disgust me. That is ridiculous. That is ridiculous.
So we're finding companies such as
NFTs of shoes sold for that much. God, I'm just fucking quit.
Dolce & Gabbana, Tiffany, Burberry, and many others, all selling NFTs that are digital online versions of their clothing, and they're making massive amounts of money doing it. NBA,
clearly people have way too much money. Like, you have too much money if you're spending that much on a frickin' picture of fake shoes, fake shirts, and clothes.
Is selling Top Shots, NFTs of its athletes. We're seeing recording artists. Lady Gaga held a concert in the metaverse using blockchain technology. So this is all pretty exciting, and this is why a lot of people are having a renewed level of interest and optimism in the technology, and more importantly, in the investment opportunities that this represents.
Now, experts say the first approval for a spot Bitcoin ETF could come early next year. Do you think the potential approval of a spot Bitcoin ETF is already priced into markets?
No, I don't believe.
This dude sounds like Andrew Tate's father, says T-Gig, or I think that's how you say your name. I don't know if that's actually how you say it, but that's funny as hell.
So a lot of it has, but not all of it, for several reasons. Number one, I think it might happen before the end of the year. The SEC has a January 10 deadline for approval of the ARC ETF, and then the others follow in a domino effect after that. I believe the SEC may act prior to the end of the year on these decisions. And the widespread attitude is that the SEC will not say yes merely to one. They will likely say yes to many, maybe all of the applications all at once, on the theory that when you say yes to one, you give them an unfair advantage in the market. If you say yes to 9,
100% agree with that. It's a total unfair advantage.
Simultaneously, you're forcing them all to compete. That competition is good for the investor. It'll lower prices, improve transparency. So we're expecting the SEC to say yes to many, possibly, I believe, probably before the end of the year.
That's a good point. That's really good for investors, actually. Them competing keeps the prices low. That's neat.
Will this be, is it already priced in, though? I don't think so. And the reason is...
I don't think so either.
That there's still only a very small number of people engaged in Bitcoin and crypto generally on a global basis. It's about 50 million Americans, an all-time high, but about 425 million people around the world. That's only 5% of the global population.
As I say, it's like
and
7
although here
billion.
in the U.S. we're paying a lot of attention to the SEC.
It's like 7 billion people in the world. There's only 50 million that know what it is or use it or whatever. That's crazy.
And the new Bitcoin ETF, that is uniquely a U.S. thing. That's not a global thing. In other words, nobody in Europe, nobody in Asia, nobody in Africa or South America cares about the SEC here in the United States. They're looking at other factors. And one of the factors they're looking at is the upcoming Bitcoin halving. Every 4 years, the number of Bitcoins that gets produced gets cut in half. And that next halving, with the last one was 2020, the next one comes up in 2024, and about 6 months from now. That has always been accompanied by a dramatic increase in the price of Bitcoin. The market has not priced that in at all. So between all of these technological innovations, the rapid adoption of mainstream America, the engagement of institutions, the involvement of Fortune 500 companies, the coming Bitcoin halving, and icing on the cake, the introduction of a Bitcoin ETF by the SEC, there are a lot of reasons why a lot of people are very enthusiastic about the future price of Bitcoin going well into six figures. So the fact that Bitcoin is now at around 37,000, that is nowhere near a fully priced in future expectation for Bitcoin.
Shout out to CNBC Crypto World for that. All right, let's get over to Cathie Wood. Now, the interesting thing is, a lot of older people don't actually know what Bitcoin is, or you still think it's fake money or whatever the case may be. Cathie Wood's 67 years old, and she understands it better than anybody, to be honest, at least in my opinion. Like she really gets it, and it's kind of neat to see. But shout out to all you guys in the chat. 113 people here, 44 likes, guys. Hit that like button. Appreciate you for hanging out. Let's do it.
One of the assets that perhaps surprisingly was not rising today was Bitcoin, even though it has rallied as of late, today falling by some 3.4%. It is on this day that Cathie Wood announced, ARK Invest announced in cooperation with 21 Shares, it's going to be launching a new suite of digital asset ETFs. They will be actively managed. And I had the chance to talk to her about digital assets, broadly about these products specifically, and of course about her still bullish stance on cryptocurrency.
This is the first global, digital, private, rules-based monetary system in history. It's a very big idea. When we wrote the paper in collaboration with Art Laffer, Art Laffer, Supply Side Economics, Laffer Curve, he said, I've been waiting for this since they closed the gold window in 1971. So he's been waiting 50 years for this, right? And he's so excited about everything crypto.
That's awesome.
But especially Bitcoin, because he believes, and it is true, monetary policy around the world is unhinged. It's not hinged to anything except human decision making. And this is going to put discipline, rigor back into
these particular products you're talking about.
Well, Bitcoin is the monetary.
Because nobody controls it. Nobody controls it.
The monetary system is Bitcoin, and so yes, why now for these? We've been working with 21 Shares since I met Ophelia at an ETF confab in 2018. They had really just started their business, and I said, we want to move towards crypto. You are completely crypto. They were focused on the infrastructure, the regulations, really blazing a trail. They had to invent things in order to make this happen. And we knew that was not our core competency. And so we did start talking. Our core competency is research on disruptive innovation. And they do research. They do deep technical research on the market. Our research is on the disruptive innovation that it represents. And we've just been coming together for 5 years. It was natural for us to come together. They are, or 21 Shares is the largest crypto ETP provider in the world, $1.5 billion. They have 35 different funds, most of them in Europe, in and around Europe. They were looking for a US entree, and we were looking for infrastructure, and we're just delighted to be partnering with them, given how much groundwork they had to lay for this to happen.
Speaking of groundwork, on another product that you're working on, of course, the spot Bitcoin ETF, which you are also partnering with them on, and you've got your filing in. There's a lot of filings in. Every day, seemingly, there is a new rumor about approval of one of these things. What are you hearing from the SEC at this point? There's a January deadline I know that people have been looking to. Or how confident are you that you're going to get approval?
Well, something has changed. So we had put in a number of times a filing, and we were just denied. Never got any questions, really never got any response. This time, this summer, we got questions back from the SEC. Now, normally when you get questions from the SEC, you're just saying, oh my goodness. We were thrilled to get questions back because it means they're engaged now. Now, we have met a number of the research people at the SEC on the research side, and they are extremely sophisticated. They know what they're talking about, and the level of sophistication of their questions suggested, okay, now they're moving deeply into this. And we answered those questions. We have not heard back. That's a good sign too. They never tell you that you've satisfied them, but if you don't hear from them, that usually means that you have satisfied the answers to the requests. So that was new, and we also know that BlackRock got questions. We put our answers in first. I think they have followed, and I'm not sure about anyone else. That was different, and it says, okay, there's movement, and we are the first in line. Just because we kept refiling, others gave up, and so, but we just kept refiling. We just kept, and we became first in line. So David against Goliath, right?
See, it's kind of neat that Cathie Wood saw that, and she was the first one, or they were the first ones to put in that actual, let us get approval for an ETF, because BlackRock came after them. And I don't know, man. She's like, for me, like the number one that gets it, and just has always gotten it for like the past couple of years.
And that's January 10th is the final deadline. They've been able to push it. It's very orchestrated. Push it. But the final, they either approve or deny on.
Hold on. Juan just said in the chat, KASPA Futures Binance announcement. What? That's not true. Did Binance announce something? I gotta look now.
January 10th. And,
what do you think?
Well, again, I mentioned something has changed.
Right.
That's good. The odds have gone up. There is only one wrinkle, just occurred to us in the last couple of days. They will approve a number at once. It won't be just one. That would be choosing a winner, given the way ETFs work. But we know Grayscale wants to convert to an ETF. I don't know how practical that is, or if the SEC will let them, or if they need a special dispensation. I just don't know the rules. Grayscale has said it will sue the SEC again if it denies the conversion. If they were to do that before January 10th, I don't know if that would throw everything up in the air again. I just
for
don't
the
know.
Others as well.
For everyone.
Right.
Yeah, I just don't know. I don't know.
So there's still a lot of unknowns out there. You mentioned you guys bought into Bitcoin at 250 way back when. So the return from 250 to 35, 36 looks pretty good. Yeah. But it's not 100,000 that I think you and I have talked about at various points, or even loftier numbers. Where are we in that cycle?
I think, so if we look at the reasons that Bitcoin will scale, so our base case is today $600,000 to $650,000, and our bull case, based on the scarcity that is now developing, we're at roughly 19.5 million Bitcoin out there. There will only be 21 million ever, and we do believe that.
Period.
We think that institutions, if the SEC blesses a Bitcoin ETF, institutions will feel like the coast is clear for them to pursue. And we know a lot of institutions have been researching crypto assets for a while and do agree that it is a new asset class. Bitcoin was the first in a new asset class. We wrote a paper in 2000, I think it was 16, ringing the bell for a new asset class. And our director of digital assets said to me, "Do you realize that happened today? We rang."
Yeah, this is what I found, Mr. Steven Cicero. I'll show you guys this in a second, but yeah, November 17th, it says Binance Futures. Interesting, right?
The bell for a new asset class. I said, oh, I didn't make that connection. Anyway, so institutions understand when there is a new asset class, it's there's an opportunity to diversify and increase returns per unit of risk. That's very important. They've also learned that that Bitcoin in particular can be a hedge against both inflation and deflation.
Interesting. Shout out to Yahoo Finance for that. All right, yeah, so that's exactly what I found. Mr. Steven Cicero, thanks for putting the link in the chat. Binance Futures will launch the USD S-M KASPA perpetual contract at, and then it says November 17th to UTC. That's a pretty big deal. That's a pretty big deal. Binance Futures will launch USDS. What is USDS? Why don't I know what that is? I don't use Binance at all. KASPA perpetual contract with up to 50 times leverage. Oh, what? Oh, God. Oh, geez. Boner alert. I'm going to cool off Crypto KJ real quick. This is you guys remember this meme? You guys remember this? This is how they make memes. This is how they hit on you now, by the way. You guys are wondering. Those scammers send you photos, it's really someone's ass. So take that into account. Anyways, I had to cool them down after the Crypto World's video, but this is kind of cool. This is big news. Binance is actually talking about KASPA. That's yeah. Enjoy the pump, guys. Enjoy the pump. All right. Let's get into what my man Altcoin Daily, or Austin over at Altcoin Daily, says. Rather, something just changed big time for BlackRock, and then he talks about 9 altcoins. I want to know. I didn't have a chance to watch this at all, so I don't know what altcoins he talks about, but I'm interested to know if he does talk about KASPA, because I don't know if he's actually mentioned it yet. But guys, that like button. Appreciate you for hanging out. Let's do it.
This is the first global, digital, private, rules-based monetary system in history.
Wow. Upon analysis of the open blockchain data that is Bitcoin and cryptocurrency, new data has revealed a 237% surge in the number of Bitcoin wallets holding at least $1 million in 2023. This means 2 things. People who accumulated in the bear market, now their portfolio size has risen to over 1 million because the market's gone up. And 2, financial institutions generally are actively accumulating. Bloomberg Intelligence, Bloomberg analysts still are doubling down on their prediction, 90% chance that the spot Bitcoin ETF approvals will happen by January 10th, 2024. The fact they're putting their reputation on the line for this is a big deal. And when you talk to those in the know, it seems like a damn sure thing. Listen to Cathie Woods here on what's changed.
What are you hearing from the SEC at this point? Are there's a January deadline I know that people have been looking to. How confident are you that you're going to get approval?
Well, something has changed. So we had put in a number of times a filing and we were just denied. Never got it.
Real quick, I actually put a link in the chat for Tangem. If you guys are interested in getting your KASPA off like your core wallets or whatever, Tangem's a great wallet. It's where I hold all my KASPA personally.
Any questions, really never got any response. This time, this summer, we got questions back from the SEC.
And
now, normally when you get questions from the SEC, you're just saying, oh my goodness. We were thrilled to get questions back because it means they're engaged now. Now, we have met a number of the research people at the SEC on the research side, and they are extremely sophisticated. They know what they're talking about. And the level of sophistication of their questions suggested, okay, now they're moving deeply into this. And we answered those questions. We have not heard back. That's a good sign too. They never tell you that you've satisfied them, but if you don't hear from them, that usually means that you have
typically no news is good news is what she's trying to say.
Satisfied the answers to the requests. So that was new. And we also know that BlackRock got questions. We put our answers in first. I think they have followed, and I'm not sure about anyone else. That was different. And it says, okay, there's movement, and we are the first in line, just because we kept refiling. Others gave up. And so, but we just kept refiling. And we became first in line. So David against Goliath, right? And that's January 10th is the final deadline.
Guys, please prepare now for this, because when this happens, everybody's going to be trying to buy as much Bitcoin and Ethereum as they can. I'm buying as much Bitcoin and Ethereum as I can right now before this happens, and quality altcoins, which I'm just about to go over.
And KASPA.
I'm showing this, though, to my friends and family because I don't want them to miss out either. Because it's no longer a matter of if this happens, it is
what is that? What's that noise? What's happening? God, I was searching Twitter and something just started playing. I apologize.
When this happens.
Like,
so
what is that
we
noise?
are Altcoin Daily. It is my mission to share with you legitimate projects in the space. So let's jump right to it. Polygon just recorded its highest DEX volume in over 8 months. Polygon.
All right, so these are his 9 altcoins that he's, I guess, excited about.
And DEX volumes are up over 200% in the last 30 days. Look at this. I love this. Phantom, alternative L1. A lot of people think Phantom is done. Guys, Phantom is just getting started. They've just added this brand new tech stack. Super interesting. They're calling it Phantom Sonic. It's an EVM-compatible blockchain showcasing brand new technology created by Phantom. Closed Sonic shows the upside potential of this tech on simulated traffic. Open Sonic allows user interaction and smart contract deployment. Listen to the chief research officer explain this, and then you tell me, is Phantom on your radar?
I think it's the best to kind of start off by explaining Sonic's new technological stack. Can you walk us through that?
So we were very busy the last one and a half years trying to set up a new engineering team. And the idea there was to really revamp the technological stack of Phantom.
Real quick, shout out to everybody that just joined. 135 people here, guys. That like button, appreciate you. If you guys didn't hear, Binance Futures will launch USD-M KASPA perpetual contract tomorrow on the 17th at 2 UTC. That's a big deal. That's a big deal.
Making it the fastest chain out there, which is EVM compatible. And it started really with measuring what is going on. So we applied a technique which we call performance engineering. So we have had to rewrite the virtual machine. It's now the Phantom virtual machine. And the last bit here, which is outside of the block processing component, is more related to the consensus component. And we had to do major changes in the transaction pool to make things really, really fast. So it was really a concerted effort between the engineers and the researchers of our company. And it was executed beautifully, delivering amazing results.
Next up is Ethereum. Guys, Ethereum continues to update itself. The news here is this: Nocturne launches on mainnet, bringing private accounts to Ethereum. Big if true. Big if true. This is what you need to know. Privacy protocol Nocturne has deployed its V1 on the Ethereum mainnet, introducing the concept of on-chain private accounts to Ethereum. The protocol functions as another account rather than a distinct tool or ecosystem. Unlike existing blockchain privacy tools, which often exist as separate entities, Nocturne integrates privacy directly into the account layer, functioning similarly to a smart contract wallet. Okay.
Real quick, Luca in the chat said Solana went from an $8 billion market cap to a $28 billion market cap in 1 month. If KASPA made to $28 billion market cap. It's $2 per KASPA. Wow. That's crazy. Monero flipped. It flipped Monero. Oh, God. All right. We got to see. Let's see. Let's check out the chart. Let's refresh. Oh, what am I doing? Didn't mean to do that. Let's go back to the homepage. I wonder if CoinGecko's on top of that or not. Might have to go to... Oh, it did. It just flipped Monero. Holy shit. $3 billion market cap.
Perfect.
Shout out to KASPA. Holy shit. That's fucking crazy. That is absolutely crazy. All right, let's continue this. Sorry, guys. And then we'll do a little recap at the end.
Nocturne is compatible with any DeFi protocol that represents state via output tokens such as Uniswap tokens, Aave tokens, Compound tokens. Privacy on Ethereum, this is just the beginning, as they plan to extend this compatibility to a broader range of decentralized applications over time, creating private user accounts on Layer 1 and Layer 2 that are fully compatible with existing Ethereum accounts.
Shout out to everybody that just joined. So again, I want to show you guys, we're just watching Altcoin Daily's video, kind of seeing what his 9 altcoins were. I was wondering if KASPA was going to be one of them, but Binance announced on Twitter futures will launch the USD-M KASPA perpetual contract at, and then it says November 17th, 2 o'clock UTC. So that is a pretty big deal for KASPA.
One of the reasons why I think Chainlink has such a bright future is because they're out of the proof of concept stage. People are using Chainlink as intended. This is generating revenue for the Chainlink ecosystem. Chainlink's future is bright because of this.
People have been bullish on Chainlink.
The market infrastructures that you mentioned, like Swift and DTCC, definitely see significant demand. And all of these infrastructures, as well as banks and asset managers and various institutions, they are fundamentally driven by demand. The demand of their user base, the demand of their clients will fundamentally drive them to adopt blockchains as a superior format for value and transactions of certain types. And RWA is indeed a place where that transition is actively happening and moving towards production readiness. And we're in multiple conversations with large banks and asset managers that are in discussions with us about production. So not POC, not pilot, but production. Real value, transactional usage of the system on a consistent, growing basis for significant asset classes.
Disney launches NFT platform with Dapper Labs. Disney, that's big
Disney
IP.
and NFTs
So
now.
what's the token associated with Dapper Labs? I'm going to tell you. Disney has created a non-fungible token NFT platform together with blockchain and metaverse firm Dapper Labs, according to the November 14th announcement. Disney will tokenize its...
Disney will make a freaking killing on NFTs, just saying. Guys, if anybody's joining, appreciate you for hanging out. Thank you for stopping by the channel.
Iconic cartoon characters from the past century onto its NFT marketplace, dubbed Disney Pinnacle. The platform will also include icons from Pixar, as well as heroes and villains from the Star Wars galaxy. Uniquely...
Dude, those will sell like friggin' hotcakes. That'll be crazy. But at the same time, I just don't trust
styled
NFTs.
As collectible and tradable digital pins. Quote, fans everywhere will be able to collect dynamic pins on their phone and trade instantly and securely with each other, no matter where they are in the world, according to Dapper Labs CEO. The NFT platform...
I mean, literally anything with Disney that has to, like, just Disney in general, people are fanatics. They'll buy anything. They'll buy used underwear with Disney logos on it. Like, that's how gross it is. It's insane how much people pay for Disney stuff.
Platform will launch later this year.
That's huge news,
the
actually.
Apple
It really
App
is.
Store for iOS and
crazy.
Google Play Store for Android and on the web. Currently, only a waitlist and landing site exists on its official page. Disney's Pinnacle is built on Layer 1 blockchain Flow. Flow
Disney is a
is the
cult.
token, which Dapper Labs also created. Previously, Ticketmaster elected to mint NFT event tickets on the Flow blockchain as well.
Mr. Ted actually just made a good point. He said, if Disney comes to crypto, he said, welp, now that's going to bring 1 billion people to the market within a couple months. And that is, you're not wrong at all. That is so true.
Speaking of available on Android, Uniswap launches on Android wallet app with built-in swap function. The Uniswap Android app has finished beta testing and is now publicly available. Good job, Uniswap. Good job, Crypto.
What the hell, iPhone? Come on, man.
.com. I'm bullish on Crypto.com's Crow token in a bull market. Crypto.com granted Dubai crypto license.
And you know what? This is kind of a big deal too. I read this yesterday actually to you guys. We went over the news first thing. This is a big deal because obviously Crypto.com's a big platform, right? If it's going to be going to other jurisdictions, like it's just going to bring more and more people into the space, and they're going to see their native token. It's probably going to push it, and it's super cheap right now. It's like, I think it's around where Doge is, like 7 cents or something, if I'm not mistaken, maybe 5. Like, I don't know actually on the top of my head, but it's pretty close.
The license is pending operational approval and allows Crypto.com's Dubai entity to offer exchange, broker-dealer, and lending and borrowing services. I see no...
Oh, and also the actually with Crypto.com, I think their card, no, I'm not sponsored with them, no affiliation in any way, but I think their card, if you have to hold, I think it's 4,000 like tokens to get a certain level card or whatever over there, or not tokens, but in USD value. So purchasing now, waiting until the bull run, and then applying for their card is kind of a smart move. I know a couple people that have actually done that in the last run.
Reason why this wouldn't get approved. Dubai is so forward with this stuff.
You get like free like Netflix, Spotify, all that shit. So like it was totally worth it. Crow token, yeah.
Another lesser known altcoin I think is booming with potential. I need you to know about it. It's associated with a professional like fighting league, Karate Combat. It's a brand which promotes the first professional full contact karate league, hosting worldwide events since 2018. This is like a mini UFC which continues to grow, and I kind of agree with
karate's not UFC. I'm just saying. just saying. Real quick, isn't Uniswap making folks KYC? I don't know. That would be really shitty news if that was the case.
Moon
It
Daddy
might be,
here,
though.
they're talking about the Karate Combat token.
If you paired a token with MMA or UFC, I'm sorry, UFC,
right?
The infant stages,
it's mind your
where
biz.
it would be now, right? I think it would have to still be at a lower rate,
man.
just in regards to how many people, as it got more popular, you would want the token to not be worth $1. I think it has potential to. I haven't sold one of my tokens, right? When I bet on the matches, I just keep it in my wallet. So,
wow.
I think it's a good investment.
Yes, Mr. Luke, I've heard about KASPA. And if anybody's just joining, I know I've showed this like 10 times the last 5 minutes. Binance Futures will launch the USD KASPA perpetual contract November 17th, tomorrow at 2 UTC. That's big news.
It's an opportunity. Now, it's not going to light the world on fire, but you'll definitely get some gains, as you can see. If you look at this chart, that's at least, if you look at that big green candle, that's at least, what would you say, Seth? Just eyeballing that, that's at least a 5-6x, right?
That's amazing. Yeah.
Right?
I mean,
since the last Karate Combat,
I just want to know why he's not talking about KASPA at all.
In Miami, which is 39 or 40.
Now, call me biased. That being said, I'm very bullish on Solana.
Solana's another one I'm very bullish on as well.
I like to buy on the dips, though. The number of active users on Solana overtook the Ethereum mainnet on November 11th, following a sharp uptick in activity. Solana hosted 350,000 unique users on Saturday, surpassing Ethereum's nearly 330,000 by 10%. The milestone was driven by a sharp uptick in activity on Solana, with the network hosting only about 200,000 active addresses on November 7th. For comparison, Ethereum consistently hosted between about 300,000 to 350,000 users daily over the majority of the last 3 months, with 2 brief spikes above 400,000 and a surge to more than 1 million wallets. Guys, Bitcoin just made...
Shout out to the Solana team too, because that's amazing. All right, let's see. So let's just kind of recap some stuff and yeah, go over what we got left. All right, so let's see. We have, again, like I said, the Binance Futures thing. That's huge news. I actually shown, where are we? Let me pull up this stuff. So again, this is pretty much, this theory makes sense, as you guys have seen. HODL. Luke, how do you feel about this, buddy? How do you feel about this? I know you just joined. Appreciate you, buddy. All right, and then also I showed this as well. This is a 39-second clip, just kind of showing how fast KASPA is over like MasterCard, right? So sorry, let me just turn that down because it doesn't really matter. Listen to some music, but yeah, so KASPA beats the speed of transactions, right? So there's like obviously where this thing says like approved, but there's a there's a back end. There's 2 parts to it, right? There's like approval and then the time it actually takes to transfer the funds. So 13 seconds just about for MasterCard to do its thing there. And then you have KASPA over here and it takes, I think it's like 8 seconds. It's crazy how fast it is. It's absurdly crazy. Look at that. Boom. Freaking already hit. That's so nuts. Yeah, it was 8 seconds. Wild. Absolutely wild. But we have to end off on a good note. We got this one and then one more we're going to do before we get out of here. Shout out to KASPA. We'll check out the price in just a second as well.
If may, Mr. Chairman, I'd like to ask Mr. Changpeng Zhao about one of his recent transactions. Mr. Zhao, on the 27th of July, you sold 1 million BNB tokens. Can you clarify what those funds were spent on?
Yes, absolutely, sir. Those funds were transferred into Ethereum and then were used to purchase an absolute gigabag of KASPA. Because it's time to fucking go.
Let's fucking go.
Let's fucking go.
It's time to go, Chad.
I completely and utterly agree that it's time to fucking go.
I don't care if it's the weekend, it's time to fucking go.
Friday, Saturday, Sunday, it's time to fucking go.
I can confirm that KASPA is not a security, so let's fucking go.
Hold those bags to the moon, Chads, because it's time to fucking go.
Let's go.
Perfect.
I mean, it's not rocket science. It's clearly time to fucking go.
Not rocket science, people. Not rocket science. All right, let's check out the price of KASPA before we get out of here. Holy shit. Oh, no, we already saw that, actually. 27th. I thought it went up another peg. I was like, damn. But still, it flipped Monero. Monero's an OG. That's crazy. Crazy. Flip Monero. How? What's even happen? See what the all-time high was over here, according to CoinGecko. 14.4. Holy hell. 14.4 about an hour ago. That's crazy. Shout out to everybody that's holding KASPA. Congratulations to all you guys. I'm going to leave you guys on a good note. Mr. Crypto Frank, did I miss you? Oh my God, I'm sorry. I missed your super chat. I don't know why my thing's not working. It usually makes a noise. Anyone know what happened to VV Disney NFT? They had so many that were they fake? Oh, I don't know. Thank you for the 1999 super chat, dude. You're awesome. Appreciate that. I don't know, to be honest. I'm not a huge NFT guy, so I don't follow it too much, but that I can obviously look into it. We can see, actually. You know what? Let me type it up. What is it? VV Disney NFT? Disney collectibles. This? I've never even heard of this, to be honest. Welcome to the VV, where the world collects NFTs, I assume. You're saying some of these were fake? Man, I don't know. I don't see the value in pictures. I don't get it. I just don't. I will never understand it. It's just one of those things I don't think I can ever understand. Like, I really can't. All right, let's just check out the day and the week, and then we're gonna get out of here. KASPA 46.8% on the day. I mean, on the week rather. 21.4% on the day itself. Again, guys, it is in the deep dark green, which is amazing. I'm gonna leave you guys off with a nice video. So let's get it real quick. Prove what we should all do. This is Bitcoin. Elmo invests in Bitcoin 2020.
Elmo, how was that? How do you feel?
This is my move right now. Current mood. Oh, it died. Yeah, he jumped off the building. All right, so just be careful with crashes, guys. All right, appreciate you all. Have a good day. I will catch you guys bright and early tomorrow morning. Actually, we're going to be doing a Dynex live stream tomorrow morning. We're going to be finding out what they've actually been up to in the past couple weeks. So stay tuned for that. I'll catch you guys in the next one. Check out the crypto merch down in the links below if you guys want any KASPA stuff or whatever. I'm going to be putting some more stuff up today. So see you guys later. Peace.